to make sure you turn around. Okay. For the next 3 minutes, I want you to flip to the section of your reading. The section of your reading that you were just paired up with. So if you represent pollution, please flip to section 4.4 right now. If you represent invasive species, flip to section 4.5 right now. And if you represent habitat loss, flip to section 4.6. Once you find the section in your reading, please find the reading notes that you did for homework that go with that section as well. So you have your notes and your reading right next to each other. Right next to each other. Good, I see some people looking for their homework right now. Most of you have it up. So for the next 3 minutes, you are going to be comparing your arguments and your notes with the people in your group. So for example, if you are a doomer, you're going to find the negative column that you filled out to make sure you have enough to argue. If you are a booster, you're going to be comparing the positive column. You're also, I see some people already doing it, highlighting in your text, because when you give an argument, you will have to use your text. If the person that you're sharing with, the person in your group right now, doesn't have enough information, it is your responsibility as a member of your team to help them come up with more arguments. So you can add notes in. If someone gives you a good idea, write it down. This is your chance to become extra prepared, to have enough evidence. So, let's see. Ugo, tell us what we're going to be doing for the next 3 minutes.
We're going to be going back into our text and highlighting any important things.
Good. Highlighting important things in your text. What else do you think you can do during this time, Ricardo? What else can you do during this time besides looking through your text?
Reading.
Besides reading through your text. Where did you have to answer questions about? Where? Okay. So you're looking at what you wrote down. Do you have that in front of you? And find what section you're supposed to be in. You're comparing those things with the people around you. Because this will help you create a good argument. All right, so this is a chance for you to be talking to those in your group. You have 3 minutes. Begin. Which one of you guys? Habitat loss and feeling your habitat loss. Why don't you come just for right now? I can set up here so you guys can compare what you have. So, doomers, yeah. And tell him where you found that. Okay? You can add some things that you don't have with the other person. Alright, so what are we thinking? Which one are you guys? Pollution. So what are some pollution? So what does that mean? When? In the 6 months, so keep that in mind, because if you can use that argument, what can they come back and say? Exactly. So keep that in mind when you're arguing something, like what are they going to say back? I think that is a good argument. But just be ready for it. What were you going to say? Good. In section 4.4 also, what would you say? So keep comparing what you guys have. It's awesome that you have some extra notes written down. Make sure you have the stuff that you want to say written down. Pollution. Are you reading through again? Okay, I would make sure that you write it down as well so that you're ready when you have to talk. We have about a minute left. Ready?
Will we have anything about it, like how we're not going to I'm going to say like, okay guys, I'll give you a shot.
All right. So, we should have used this time to gather some information to work on our arguments. Keep in mind that the people around you are on your team. Sorry, I need your eyes. I need your eyes, so please stop what you're writing. I'm about to give some directions. The people around you are on your team. On your team. So think about throughout this debate that you also want to help out your teammates as well as have good arguments. Okay. So let's go over the rules so we can get started. Rule number 1. You can only speak when you have the ball. If you do not have the ball, you are keeping your mouth shut. You can have some facial expressions, but wait until it is your time. Rule number 2. When you have the ball, you're only giving one piece of evidence. So why do you think it might be important to only give like one argument or one piece of evidence at a time? Why might that be helpful, Jasmine?
So everyone has a chance to give an argument.
Good, so everyone has a chance to give an argument.
Like one person maybe like says all of the arguments at one time and then they say something else, you have nothing to like argue against it. Because you already said all of the arguments.
Right, so we want to make sure like everyone gets a chance, all of the arguments are not said at once. But also, if I give like 5 arguments and then I give the ball to someone on the other team, it's going to be a lot harder for them to respond to what I'm saying. So we're keeping it so that we can like stay on track with our arguments. Third rule. There are only 2 comments per side, then the ball must go to the other team. Why do you think we might do that? 2 comments per side, and then it goes to the other side, and then 2 comments, and then back. Someone else tell me why that might be important. What do you think? Good, so that each side can participate. What were you going to say, Ariel? Yeah, I mean, if you get to choose who gets the ball, you're probably going to keep giving it to people on your side. So we want to make sure that it's even for both sides. Fourth note. In order to help people on your... Fourth rule. In order to help people on your team participate, you are allowed to pass notes to different people on your team to help them with their arguments. You will notice once we get started, some people are just really good at speaking in front of others. And for some people, it's a little intimidating. It's hard. So help out your teammates. If you have talked like 5 times already, maybe help someone else. Help them figure out the arguments. Remember, you're on the same team. Captains, next rule. You can call a timeout if you need to. You get 1 today and 1 tomorrow. It's up to you. If people are off track or you have something that you really, really think everyone should know. Yes?
If you don't use yours today because you have it tomorrow, like with a pass off.
No one's asked that today. It's a really good question. Because you asked and you thought about it, sure. Yes. Last rule. If you speak too much, I have the right to put you on pause. It's not a bad thing to be put on pause. It means that you've been participating, that you have great arguments, but it also means that I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to speak. So if you get put on pause, remember that you can still pass notes to help out other people on your team. Any questions about the rules? So, Jonathan, when can you speak?
When you have the ball.
When you have the ball. Sai, How many people per side can speak before it has to go to the other side?